So look, Russell Brand. I'm not a huge fan of Russell Brand. I don't actually really think much about him. I don't dislike him. I just don't really. I don't really know him. He's not on my radar that much. I've seen him in a couple of movies. I don't know. Are you a fan?
He's funny in a number of movies. I think he's
he's
pretty funny.
Yeah, he's fine.
It depends. Sometimes he's funny. Sometimes, well, I guess that's with anyone really. But
he has a shtick that I'm not so into all the time, to be honest. So I don't dislike him, but sometimes he has a shtick I'm not.
He's pretty heavy on the British humor, and if that goes over your head, if you don't quite understand that,
No, you saying it goes
then
over
it's
my
definitely.
head? Huh.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just
that type of stuff isn't for everybody.
I'm kidding, man. No, but anyway, and I've also noticed that recently he's been more politically oriented in many respects. And the New Statesman, which is a very respected, very long, very prestigious left-wing British journal. They do these things where sometimes they go out and they have a celebrity guest edit an issue. And this latest issue of the New Statesman is guest edited by Russell Brand. And the theme is revolution. And, Russell Brand, again, to the guy's credit, look, very strongly supportive of Occupy, very outspoken on wealth inequality, on the environmental crisis, very, very outspoken and right about all of the major issues facing us today. So Jeremy Paxman, who's this British kind of bulldog reporter who's known for his nasty and dismissive questioning of everybody. Actually, I remember one time, great Jeremy Paxman moment. He was interviewing Ann Coulter, and he introduced her for a minute, gave her a long intro, and then he read the opening page of her new book, and he read a line from her new book, and he goes, "Ann, I got a review copy of your new book. I read the first chapter. Does it get any better?" So I have a soft spot for Jeremy Paxman, but that's his shtick with everybody. So he's asking, Russell Brand says he doesn't vote, which Bush and Chains would like. Russell Brand's like, look, voting's irrelevant. I don't do that. I don't agree with that at all, but they're going back and forth and all this, and Russell Brand's kind of making fun of Paxman, and Paxman is saying, that Russell Brand is glib and naive and all this stuff. And then towards the end of the interview, Russell Brand has this moment where he just gets passionate and he gets alive. And, I just want anybody who does this, I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're a policy person or a comedian or a worker, somebody who kind of expresses this certain passion about where we're at and without the kind of irony and comfortable cynicism, I have some real respect for. So let's play that sound of Russell Brand. He's responding to Jeremy. Oh, and really briefly, Jeremy Paxman, this British broadcaster, had done some British show recently where he went to see his ancestors' town in Scotland or something. So that Russell Brand references that. That's the reference. Let's play the clip.
I'm surprised you can be facetious when you're that angry about it.
Yeah, I am angry. Because for me, it's real. Because for me, it's not just some peripheral thing that I turn up once in a while to a church fete for. For me, this is what I come from. This is what I care about.
Do you see any hope?
Remember that? Yeah, totally. There's going to be a revolution. It's totally going to happen. I think not only I ain't got a flicker of doubt. This is the end. This is time to wake up. I remember I see you in that programme where you look at your ancestors and you saw that when your grandmother had to brass herself or got fucked over by the aristocrats who ran her gaff, you cried because you knew that it was unfair and unjust. And what was that, a century ago? That's happening to people now. I just come from a woman who's being treated like that. I've just been talking to a woman today who's being treated like that. So if we can engage that feeling, instead of some moment of lachrymose sentimentality trotted out on the TV for people to pore over emotional porn, if we can engage that feeling and change things, why wouldn't we? Why is that naive? Why is that not my right because I'm an actor? I mean, I've taken the right. I don't need the right from you. I don't need the right from anybody. I'm taking it.
Well, there you have it. I mean, and also we should say in that interview, he referenced his own experience of growing up in poverty and dealing with addiction. And, I say kudos. I had respect for that, even if I didn't agree with everything he said, in fact. But I had some real respect for how he handled that.
Kevin 11721. The thing about Brand that a lot of people aren't aware of is he's very smart and well-spoken, as evidenced in this clip. I strongly suggest the majority of reporters listen to the whole thing, more of it on Gawker. Oh, I completely agree. I was
Great
just talking
clip.
about Brand when Michael asked me about, I think he's great with politics. I was just talking about Brand the performer.
Oh yeah, no. The more he writes essays about politics, and also, another thing he did that was both political and hilarious was he was on Morning Joe a couple months ago. That was so funny, man.
In fact, I implore more celebrities, regardless whether it's music, movies, books, whatever it may be, please get involved with politics. I really do feel pop culture, celebrities, identities, whatever. I really do feel like they have a massive role in shaping the political outlooks for young people. I really do believe that. I really think they are a major, probably the most important contributor to that.
Totally.
I really do believe that.
Yeah, it's a big deal.